Hello, everybody. This is Jeff K, the negotiator. Nearly 30 years of experience in corporate sales, auto sales. Ultimately, what I bring to the table is the ability to get people to say, we are in agreement. I am addicted to true crime. I gotta tell you. It's great. Um, I will also say that on the darker side of the axe, it just literally sucks the life out of me. When my little girl, going to graduate this year, when my little girl was born, it was at the height of two crimes. Keely Anthony was one of them, and then it was also the Nellie Holloway. So I started following these cases, always hoping that there would be some sort of a justice, and even possibly that these people would be found alive. Who could go to an island, Aruba, and just vanish? And when you think about the beauty of the young girl, the living history that she had, and then getting to the island and becoming a flamboyant student for however long they were there, based on the details that were reported, possibly having jello shots licked off her belly. I'm not going to even confirm it. You know what I mean. When people who do not have a history of that from their past, they get released out into the public with no supervision. Shame on these teachers. And they just go all wild. I was a fair student when I was in high school. I was a fair student when I went to junior college, and then I was a fair student at a four-year institute. I guess because I lived a little bit of a grown up at the same time where you're learning to handle society, because you did things in my family. You worked when you went to school. If you wanted a car, you worked to pay for it. I'm not saying these people didn't have to work, but there sure seems to be a lot of craziness when it comes to seeing people get out in the public. Usually you go to college, some people can't manage there either. Within the first year to 2 years, they're on academic probation and they're struggling. They know how to be academically smart. They don't know how to be street smart. You gotta have a little bit of both. I mean, you just do. I hope you agree. Then something happens, as it did at Idaho. And now we sit with 4 very attractive students whose lives are just beginning, and they're cut down over what? Was it drugs? Was it sex? Was it anger? It doesn't really matter, because nothing that you or I need so badly from these people deserved to bring their lives to a halt. I'm a big fan of Mike King's on Profiling Evil, and he's been doing this little thing of, back to the classroom or something, I believe. I'll have to follow up on that. And telling you, at what point did you put yourself beyond the ability to control the situation? You know, even a firecracker says light fuse and get away. It's pretty basic. What would hamper that? If you were drunk, could you light fuse and run as fast as you could to get away from an N500? Probably fall down, fall all over, giggling and laughing until it just blows up. People have lost fingers. Why? It just doesn't make sense. What is so important that you had to go out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get drunk, to not be able to walk in front of a food truck, to not be able to get home at a decent hour? And you know, it's not one person here. We have anywhere from 4 to 6 people being drunk in that house. And we associate it, or we write it off as it's a party house. Okay, great. You're gonna be a partier. You should also learn to control that before it takes you out of control. How do you handle all these kind of things in life? Well, I can tell you as a father, when I'm talking to my daughter, it isn't, no, can't. The more you tell them direct no, the more they're going to say, I'm my own person. Really, about the only thing you do is confess your own lifestyle and what happened in regards to how you did. Now, there's a pretty good chance they're going to say, well, you did it. Why can't I do it? Well, I guess it depends on how you lay it out there. If I tell my daughter, I love you, I don't want to see this happen to you, I did these things, anything could happen to me, or look what happened to me, I love you too much to let you do something that may affect your life in the next 7 to 10 years. Who knows? I bet right now the Idaho students would have rather had a DUI than trigger whatever happened that night. Now, if they were random, nothing we can do about it. And I certainly am not one who would sit here and degrade someone who's been hurt and who's been lost. I feel for the parents, I feel for the fathers. I have one daughter. That's it. Love her to death. If something like this happened, I have none. I have nothing. That's scary. I have struggled with the Idaho murders because of the heinousness of it. I can even remember going back to the Holloway and back to the JonBenét Ramsey. We had one here in the area that I lived when I was a kid named Joseph Didier, who was a paper delivery boy who was kidnapped, and they eventually found his body, I believe, at a Boy Scout. But I want to think I was 13 years old, so it's over 40 years. I can remember going to bed at night very early, and my mother would never let us stay outside because of this kidnapper, and it's scary. Today we accept it. Back then it was frightening. This is really getting to be a scary society. So let's all get together. I'm going to start promoting this channel a lot more. I'm going to start digging in, getting into some of this true crime. But the bottom line is to negotiate resolutions to the point we all get along. Let's, as a unit, put a stop, put a report up there, even if we're so blown off course. But if it gives the chance for somebody to be safe, it's worth it. So I thank you for tuning in tonight. Keep up with me. Please subscribe, smash that like button, and we will see you again soon.